There's no way around it. If you want to sell your business, you're going to have to produce a lot of documents. Now here's a list of what you need and when you need it. So pre-sale, you're going to need to pull together some material that's going to be used to build your marketing documents. So these are the documents that are going to be showed to potential buyers who are interested in buying your business. Good advisor is going to collect as much info up front. There's really no reason not to do as much as you can up front. It's all going to need to be collected at some point. So you really want to try to get as much done at the front end as possible. Now, a bad advisor will just take very little information, toss your stuff out on the market with no work on the presentation at all, and just sell to anyone that comes along. So if you want to sell for the highest price possible, you need to make sure that you're presenting yourself well. And that's because in the eyes of your buyer, your sales advisor really represents you, right? If they're sloppy, you're going to be perceived as sloppy. If they do a really good job and have really good polished, well put together materials, you're going to be viewed as polished and well put together. So right up front, you're going to need 3 years tax returns, 3 years P&L, the current year-to-date profit and loss. We're going to need the most recent balance sheet. Ideally, we can do the last 3 years of balance sheets. And you're also going to need a list of your assets. And that's going to be the actual equipment and vehicles owned by the business. And this information, along with an organizational chart, are going to be used to put together those marketing materials. Now, generally, you do want to be careful about privacy. So what we do is we don't actually share your tax returns or anything like that with potential buyers, but we do show the relevant profit and loss info that comes from your tax returns. So the buyers, they don't need the whole document. They don't need your tax ID and your address and your personal name. They just need the numbers that are in that document that maybe don't even give any identifying information about your business. So we're not going to give that info to the marketplace. We're going to use it to build a marketing deck. And then most other information you're going to provide post-accepted LOI. So once you actually have an arrangement, then you're going to start providing documents. And you have to give the actual tax return so that they can verify that what was in the marketing documents actually matches the tax return itself. And really, once you enter the due diligence process, buyers are going to ask you to start producing everything. This comes down to employee contracts, customer contracts, HR handbooks, accounts receivable aging, environmental reports, permits, licenses, insurance policies. They're also going to ask for all your legal documents, articles of incorporations, your bylaws, the operating agreement for your company. They're going to need a copy of your lease. A lot of buyers might even ask for read-only access to your accounting system, which really is one of the best ways to kind of speed along the process, because then when they need certain information or certain questions, they can just go get it themselves. And some buyers might even ask for a full year of bank statements. And then after all that clears and you've completed the due diligence process, then it's time to move into closing. Closing is always frustrating because you feel like once you enter closing that you're at the finish line. Still a lot of work to do at this point. You're going to need all the titles for all the vehicles and equipment that the business owns, because all of that's going to need to be given to the buyer. And just overall, the process is going to feel a little overwhelming, but you're going to be able to get through it. You're just going to have to collect everything one thing at a time. Like I said, the earlier you can do it in the process, the better. Just get it out of the way. But it can be difficult, especially if you're trying to manage your sale on your own, to come up with all these documents and run your business. So if you want help pulling together everything that you need for your business sale, reach out. We can help. We help people sell businesses all across the United States.